So I'm going to start a little series here. I think it will take 4 videos to complete this series, but I think that Tesla has got so many market movers, so many headlines, so many reveals, so many things that are going to happen in the next 12 months that are going to affect the stock that I thought it would take 4 shows to talk about it adequately. I hope that this content is useful to you. If you think it will be, you could hit like now. If you want to wait and see whether the first one is useful and hit like later so that I know that you're finding it valuable. I know I'm an Uber bull, but I think that by the time I get done, all of you will be Uber bulls because I've never seen a company, so many superlatives about Tesla, but I've never seen a company that has so much that is absolutely going to happen in the next 12 months. There's no company on earth that can compare with the list that you're going to see over these next 4 shows. So hit the like button, hit the notify if you want to be notified about the other 3, as well as some amazing shows that I've just done with a fellow by the name of Rene. I think you're going to like those shows too. And just the regular shows, the regular episodes as well. Anyway, hit like, hit notify, hit subscribe, do all those kind of things. And if anything that I'm doing is helpful to you, if you think it's worth $5 a month, could you hit the Patreon thing? Okay. All right. Okay. Let's jump into it here. I'm going to start off by talking about the reveals. These are the reveals that are going to happen in the next 12 months. These are reveals that we know. I mean, I think all of them, we'll look at it, but I think every one of them is absolutely certain to happen within the next 12 months. Or if they're not certain, it's darn near certain. And these would be things that would be where Elon would personally be involved. That's why I titled it the way I did. So let's take a look here. Okay, number 1 would be the unveiling of the actual, Generation 3 vehicle. It'll be some kind of a compact or hatchback, a robo-taxi without a steering wheel, without pedals. Maybe you'll have an interior configuration that'll be unique because it's not designed to have a steering wheel. So both of these products, I'm sure that these products are like 99% already designed. They're probably already prototypes of them running around some factory floor someplace. But these are vehicles that we know need to be revealed within the next 12 months, or anticipate, because the factory in Mexico is going to be breaking ground like any day. And it's supposed to take 9 to 12 months to build it. So we're looking at this time next year that they will be producing something in that factory. And most of us would anticipate that the actual vehicle, prototype vehicles, et cetera, just like we've had with Cybertruck, just like we've had with Model Y in the past, that the new vehicle will be revealed probably at some kind of a special event, maybe at the Mexico factory. That'd be fun. And we'll get to see what this is going to look like. Well, we're going to assume that that's going to be an amazing product. We're going to assume that the pricing is going to be what they've talked about. And maybe by that time we'll have, robotaxi fever anyway, because maybe FSD has been solved. But without that, just when these cars are revealed and the pricing is revealed, I think that'll be a stock bump. And I think that'll happen within the next 12 months. Hit me up if you think I'm wrong, but I think it's reasonable to assume, okay, maybe it's 15 months, but I think it's within 12 months. All right, let's go on to number 2. The 4680 ramp hits 100 gigawatt run rate. So 100 gigawatt is what Austin's 4680 cell line is supposed to be able to produce. I think Berlin will also be at 100, and then we've got Sparks that's supposed to be at 100 to 200 initially, going to 500 eventually. But I don't think Berlin and Berlin and Reno either one of those will be very far along until they've really got Austin dialed in. So when Austin gets dialed in, and I think that there could be a couple of other announcements between now and when they hit full production, they could be stock movers. I think when they hit full production, when they're actually doing a full 100 gigawatts, I think that's when the headline will actually move the market. I think that when they hit 100 gigawatts, that will also be the time when the market starts looking at Sparks and Berlin and the potential for those two, because if you can do it once, now you just got to cookie cutter it. So somewhere between now and first quarter of 2024, we're going to be seeing that run rate hit the full 100 gigawatt, I believe. And yeah, could it be, second quarter of 2024? Of course it could, but I think it'll be the first quarter of 2024. So that would be number 2 that can happen within the next 12 months. The Optimus reveal. Now, this is not one that we know. I'm sorry, I said we know all of them. This is not one we know. Only Randy knows that there's going to be an Optimus reveal in quarter 4. So we were kind of promised an AI Day 3. That would be about the same time as last year. I'm still expecting there will be an AI Day 3. I'm guessing it'll be in the fourth quarter. It might be first quarter, but it'll be within 12 months. We will have an AI Day 3. And at that reveal, there will be working Optimi. There will be working Optimi. The Optimi will be working at multiple tasks and doing them quite handily and easily, not clumsily. They'll be able to walk and talk, and they will be pretty amazing. And then Tesla will announce that they're for sale. I know you think I'm crazy, but can you imagine what that would do to the stock? Anyway, this is what I believe will happen within 12 months. I think it'll happen in the fourth quarter, probably October. But we'll be running into some other reveals like the Cybertruck reveal. So I'm not sure exactly, but I'm saying October, November, we'll have AI Day 3. All right, so that and an Optimus reveal. All right, number 4 on the list, Dojo as a service gets revealed. So one way or the other, it's going to happen. Elon has said, he reiterated it recently, not 100% sure whether Dojo as a service will be a thing. He said if it is a thing, it's a $400 billion thing that's not being figured into the stock price for $1, not a dollar out of the 160 that Tesla is worth today. Dojo as a service is not in there at all. So, and he says it's worth 400 billion if it turns out to be a service. I don't know if it is, but that's his number. So I think it'll be revealed in the third quarter, or maybe in the fourth quarter at that AI Day. But maybe there'll be a separate investor day for Dojo as a service. I'm not sure how they'll work that out, but maybe both things. Maybe we'll get the Dojo as a service and the robots at the same time at the same reveal day. Anyway, but Dojo as a service, they're going to make a decision. They're going to have it, probably very close to having it now. They said, we don't know for sure whether it will be as valuable or as the competition. We've got to make that decision and then make the decision to go forward. I think they'll make the decision to go forward. I think it gets revealed in quarter 3. Okay. Number 5, I'm probably missing my count here. The third Megapack location will be announced in quarter 4 also. Maybe sooner, could be much sooner, because these Megapack locations are not hard to do. These are not like Gigafactories. So the Megafactories are much easier. They're about the size of a Costco or a Target, one of the large Targets or Walmarts. I mean, that's how big they are. They're I think a couple 150,000 square feet. So it's only 10 times larger than my factory was. Okay, so it's not that big. So it's not that hard to do another one. I think Shanghai, Mexico, Berlin, those are the 3 most likely because they already have the factories. And all 3 of them are in places they need to put them. I'm sorry, they already have the Shanghai. What's wrong with me? Scratch that out. I'm sorry, not Shanghai. Berlin, Austin, and Mexico are the 3 most likely next Megapack factories. I would anticipate that one of those 3 will be announced by the end of the year. I'm saying quarter 4 right now. All right, number 6, the new commercial vehicle will be revealed by March of 24. So we've been promised another commercial vehicle. That's not like maybe someday we'll do another. No, they're going to do another commercial vehicle. I think that it will be part of the Mexico deal. I could be completely wrong about that. It might be made in Shanghai. It might be made somewhere else. But I think it's going to be part of the overall Mexico ramp. And I think they'll reveal this commercial vehicle by March of 24. Maybe it'll be revealed at the same time as the new Generation 3 vehicles, because maybe it'll be on the same platform. But one way or the other, we're getting this commercial vehicle. Most people think it's going to be a van, and I think that's probably right. I'm really looking for the small pickup. Now, maybe the small pickup truck will be more of a Berlin or a Shanghai thing, but man, you need the small pickups for all of South America too. So anyway, I'm looking for that small pickup to come along. And maybe that's what the commercial vehicle is, but maybe everybody will be right and it'll be some kind of a van. So I'm saying March of 24. Then there'll be a Gigafactory announcement. Oh yeah, we've all forgotten about that, right? Has anybody got that in their model? Well, you know, we announced this Mexico factory, which is maybe going to be twice as large in square footage as Austin is. And so everybody went to sleep on the Gigafactory announcements. We were promised a Gigafactory announcement by the second location by the end of last year. And all of a sudden, everybody's gone quiet on that. There's no information coming in. People have looked at Indonesia, India, Japan, South Korea was a big point of possibility. A couple of weeks ago, people were talking about that. That might be a mega factory too. That might not be a gigafactory. So anyway, we've got a lot of speculation that has been taking place, but not a lot of energy going into what happened to the second location that was supposed to be announced. We need a new announcement. I'm saying that the Gigafactory location announcement comes sometime this year. Anytime this year, that's when we'll see that. Next one is, I'm going to say that FSD level 5 capability gets announced sometime this year. You know, of course, it could happen tomorrow. Look what happened with ChatGPT. You know, it wasn't a thing 3 months ago, and now all of a sudden it's the biggest thing you can think of. I think it was the 36th most OpenAI.com was the 36th most visited website during the month of April. So that's from 0 to number 36 in that short of a period of time. Well, guess what? FSD will have almost the same impact if Elon announces that you can get in the back seat now and you don't have to be anywhere near the steering wheel. That will be a huge announcement. So I believe that'll happen sometime in 23. I think they're that close. And I think that since they're on the verge of going from, just announced yesterday, actually, they're on the verge of going 100% AI. Every aspect of the system will be AI, and that'll be version 12. That announcement right there tells me they are extremely close. The other piece of news that came out last week, which makes me think they're very close, was Europe, the European Union's agency that does this kind of stuff. They said that they were going to move up their decision to allow FSD in Europe. They're going to move it up from January of 25 to January 2024. They didn't do that because they love Tesla. They didn't do that because they want to help Elon. They did that because somebody's whispering in their ear that they need to get on the ball and get this thing done because the time is nigh. Okay, so then this is another announcement we know is going to take place. So this will be a market mover that we will all hope to actually visit and go and see. I know I will. This will be the Cybertruck handover that'll take place in probably September or October. Elon said it'd be in the fall, in the third quarter. So we know that's going to happen. When that happens, that's going to be a market mover. I guarantee it. With 1.7 million reservations, that's somebody's guess. It might be wrong. It's only 1.5 million, and probably most of those reservations are really actually going to be taken because people that made those reservations have taken a hard look at that truck before they made the decision, even though it's only $100. It doesn't matter. It'll take years to fill the void of what Cybertruck is going to need to produce. So that will be announced. There'll be 100, handed out to employees. They'll give probably give us some kind of an idea of the ramp. And I think they will be ramping quickly because they've had a long time to prepare for this ramp. And then lastly, the Highlander will start production in July. I don't know, but yes, there's some rumors and some speculation starting to come around the Highlander that Shanghai is going to take that 3-day holiday in June, and we'll start seeing Highlanders in July, and there will be some kind of reveal that goes with that. I'm guessing that the sticker will be under 30,000 in China, maybe under 25,000 in China, somewhere between 30 and 35,000 for export. And I see that happening in July of 23. That will move the market. Now, that won't move the market as much as some of those other ones we just talked about, but I think it'll move the market in terms of making it more real that Tesla will be hitting the 2 million run rate. I'm sorry, 2 million total purchases, shipments of vehicles this year versus the 1.8 million. That was a horrible sentence. I wish I could do it over again, but this is going to be one of those videos I put up raw, so you got it the way it came out. So those are the first, I lost count. Was there 9? I think there was 9 announcements or reveals that I believe are coming up in the next 12 months. Is there another company in the world that has anything like that list? No, there's no other company in the world that's even comes close to that list. I didn't even talk about semi-truck. There could also be a semi-truck reveal. I'm going to add that as soon as we get done here. Just came to my mind. So we have a lot happening in the next 12 months that can move the stock, which is why I continue to say 300 by the third quarter, end of the third quarter, moving towards 400 by the end of the year, maybe hitting it, maybe getting into 400 in next year, and then 700 in 2024. If you look at this list, how can you think not? And guess what? This is only 9 out of the 32 that I'm going to be talking about over the next 3 programs about these market movers, these catalysts that are happening within the next 12 months, almost all of them certainties. All right. So if this content was valuable, did you like it? Did that make you more of an Uber bull? Whatever, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to be notified of the next few that are coming up, plus my conversations with Rene, which are really breaking new news, I think you'll really like those. Hit the notify button. And then if it's valuable to you, if this is giving you reasons to invest more money into Tesla, or giving you reasons not to, I don't know, but if it's valuable in helping you make decisions, and remember, I'm not an investment counselor and this is not investment advice. If any of that's true, then hey, join Patreon. It's only $5 a month and it'll help the channel, help me to feel better about the amount of time and energy I'm putting into it. All right. It's been great talking to you.